I can get on it and then I slip off because the ERAD, free spins. I have to get my body position. If I get it on there and I tell you, do you think you can get a hand on it? Because then I have to reposition a little bit.
Is my hand close enough?
No. Maybe.
That's about as far as I can get.
Might be.
And we are getting a view of our spacewalkers today. Again, NASA astronaut Chris Williams on the top of your screen wearing the suit with the red stripes. Mir on the lower portion of the screen with the unmarked spacesuit. She is continuing to work to drive that final mate-demate bolt. The International Space Station is currently flying 261 statute miles over the South Pacific Ocean, as you can see behind our spacewalkers today.
Okay, that's about it. That's the max my reach.
Okay, I'm going to try switching feet. Get my left foot back in. Get my right foot out this time. Okay, that was 70 turns. Let's try to torque again. It may have slipped off.
Copy.
And we are now 6 hours, 13 minutes into today's spacewalk. The failed joint on the Canadarm2 has successfully been swapped out with a spare on board the space station, and our spacewalkers, NASA astronauts Chris Williams and Jessica Meir, are working on driving one final mate-demate mechanism. And this view from inside the International Space Station Flight Control Room, where NASA Flight Director Fiona Ankoviak is leading the Orbit 2 team, serving as the ground IV and has been communicating with our spacewalkers all day, is Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jenny Gibbons, who you see there in the center of the console. And serving as CAPCOM, or capsule communicator, with the crew on board the International Space Station is JAXA astronaut Aki Hoshide.
Absolutely.
I'm going to try to roll a little bit more. I don't know if that's going to help me.
We copy additional roll for Jess, no problem. And Chris, once you stow that scoop, we'd also like to offer that you could come out of the APFR and adjust your body position such that you have visual or perhaps like a hand on the bolt. Again, you wouldn't be able to really react against much because you'd be on the ingress aid, but that could help with positioning.
Copy that. Yeah, I'll give that a shot.
And as we are in this brief handover period, we're now 6 hours and 20 minutes into the 280th spacewalk outside the International Space Station, where NASA astronauts Chris Williams and Jessica Meir have successfully swapped out and replaced the failed joint on the Canadarm2 with a replacement joint that was outside the International Space Station, a spare part, if you will. At this time, the duo is now working to install the mate-demate mechanism on the arm. This is required in order to power up the arm.
She's got it great.
Okay, it's torqued out after 50 turns.
Awesome.
At 50 turns, I'm going to hit it again. Torqued out again. I've got a good green light in 3.7. Chris, before I take it off, you probably can't see the indicator because I'm blocking it.
Yeah, it's blocking it. I can also see that it's the drive handle that the red is caught around.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can get a view of the mate.
Copy, and we concur.
I can see it, and it looks flush.
Yep, I see it flush.
We both see it flush, Jenny.
Great job, you two. All right, that is a
Oh, man, that was a
good install, you guys. I know that was tough. Wonderful work. We are
Can you see, let's see, the pit pin that we were going to use to take the
Yep,
ERAD
it's
off.
on the outside of the bag on the handle.
Right, that's not, because that's what's reading my PGT right now. So I got to get my ret on it first.
Yep.
Get my ret on it. I'll just let it go for a second while I get my PGT sorted. Hey, can you swing it back over here?
Yep, coming back to you. Are you taking this crew lock bag, Jessica? Just taking the crew lock bag?
I owe you guys words on
I think
cleanup
so,
steps.
but only over to EST.
I have cleanup steps for you when you're ready. This involves words on the crew lock bag and the spare joint, as well as a consumables update.
Copy, I'm working on the ERAD.
Yep, I can listen.
Okay, Chris, your next step, immediate future, is to roll to Bravo as necessary to access the failed joint. You are going to get that failed joint still on your BRT, and then you are going to head back to the airlock. Jess, you are going to take the crew lock bag with the MUT, ball stack MUT, bundled to it, back to the
Get my BRT ret on it and the BRT on it. You can release.
Okay, stand by. I'm going to need to just pull it a tiny bit. The adjustable is kind of the wrong way.
Okay.
All right, it's free. I'm letting the adjustable come back to you.
Copy, I got it.
Okay, and then I am going to egress.
Copy, I'm going to get this.
I'm going to roll, sorry.
Chris, prior to your egress, yeah, we did have that roll in the procedure for you so that you could retrieve the failed joint from the MUT, ball stack MUT, and put it on your BRT from a stable position.
Didn't work.
If you're just joining us today, we are approaching the 6-hour and 30-minute mark into today's spacewalk. It was the 280th in support of space station maintenance, assembly, and upgrades. The main task for today was to replace a failed joint on the Canadarm2, that's joint number 5, that was successfully done by our spacewalkers, NASA astronaut Chris Williams and Jessica Meir.
Copy. EDFs are pushed in.
Good config. Thank you. Copy. And since you are right next to your APFR still, we will have you stow the ingress aid of your APFR.
Would you like me to do that too?
Affirm.
Just watch your head. Don't come back. Don't come starboard, sorry.
Copy. My ingress aid stowed.
Copy, Jess. Thank you.
And Chris, can I come starboard?
You can come a little bit starboard. I just have the failed joint kind of about a meter to your left.
Copy, I see it. I think I'm going to need to wait till Chris clears out before I can get to that mutt.
Trying to get clearance to get through here.
I think I can just go over ESP2. Am I going to be clear of the lee with my helmet?
It's going to be tight. Hold on.
Okay.
And this view of NASA astronaut Jessica Meir as she works to gather some of the tethers that were utilized in today's space station, in today's spacewalk, rather.
I've got them threaded to the bag.
Additionally, we see that Canadarm2 with the replaced joint number 5 and the latching end effector successfully reinstalled to the end of the robotic arm.
Chris, as you get back to the airlock, avoid failed joint lug contact with the airlock hatch bulkhead and shell.
Copy.
And while Meir wraps up gathering those tethers, NASA astronaut Chris Williams is making his way back to the airlock. He does have that failed joint attached to him and plans to bring it back inside the International Space Station today. Eventually, the joint will be sent back to the ground and will undergo testing and analysis. We're now 6 hours and 40 minutes into today's spacewalk. The wrist joint that experienced a malfunction during Canadarm operations on May 27th has now been swapped out with a spare part, a spare joint that was on board the International Space Station outside of the orbiting lab.
Hey, Jenny, I'm going to start moving back to the airlock.
Copy, Jess. That sounds good.
The failed is on large small ret in the airlock, sending it back. Thermal cover is reclosed, and I am working on those sleeper chucks.
Copy. Jess, we see you headed up the lab strut just about at those brake paddles.
I'm on that phase one.
Copy.
EV1 safer handles are down.
Copy. And we'll take a
Press the release pedal twice.
copy brake handles release. Thanks, Jess. And we'll take a glove hap check from Chris as well.
Copy EV1. Gloves. No noted damage. And right up. Okay, I see Jessica coming down the Cedar Spur now, or just about to.
Affirm. And Jess, we just want to make sure after you hit those brake pedals that you didn't interact with the brakes at all.
I did not. I went I have my waist tether on the airlock D-ring extender. Gate is closed.
Copy.
And slider is locked.
Copy.
See if I can still get down and get off my VIP.
Copy. That is a
Right, you have a
good load pass, and I will get you both to turn off your HECAs.
AV2 heck off.
V1 HECA off.
Copy.
Confirmation from both Williams and Mir that their HECAs or helmet cameras are now off now that they are back inside the crew lock portion of the International Space Station.
And Jess, you built a good load pass via your waist tether to the airlock internal D-ring. And I imagine you're getting the crew lock bag stowed inside the airlock, correct?
Stay firm. I have the crew lock bag in. I'm just going to go in and find its rep.
Copy.
Ограничения по физическим упражнениям сняты.
With that, Jess, when you're ready, you can give Chris a go to retrieve your anchor hook from the port stanchion of handrail 0554 and attach it to his waist tether.
Copy. I have a good load pass, Chris.
Copy. You have a good load pass. I am going to... I'm maneuvering under the airlock hatch.
Houston copies.
Okay.
Locking my feet. I'm holding the bag as far forward as I can.
Copy that. I'm getting defector on the thermal cover.
Houston copies.
You should have a clear path. Of course, I can't see the tethers, you know.
I'll make sure they're all out of the way. All right, I've got a good load pass to you. My local is coming up.
Jess, heads up for you. You are a couple of minutes away from potentially getting a BAT-V decay message on your DCM, expected with a 1 hour left on your battery. No action for you.